Good morning. Hi, everyone. Happy Wednesday. We are halfway through this week. I hope everybody has had a good start to your week. Yoga Mama, I was reading your comment, and I'm sorry to hear that about your grandmother. Ooh, that's really tough. I'm sorry to hear that. But good morning. How's everybody doing? This week has been a little bit cooler than the previous weeks, and it feels like fall is really setting in here. Not too sure how I feel about it though. Good morning, Butter. Poetic Justice, Britt, Apple Bottom Jeans, Mystic Firefly. Mystic Fire. Oh my goodness, I confused you with Firefly. Good morning, Jackie. We're gonna jump right into this one. How many of you have ever heard of this woman Brooks? Put a one in the chat if you've heard of her, seen some things about her. Oh, be frank. That's a tough one. 69-year unsolved case. Oh, Yoga Mama, that's so hard. We got a few ones coming in. KNS, good morning, my friend. Sassy Hound says no. Good morning, Sin. Yeah, she's an interesting lady, and she reminds me of some of the people that we know, right? There happens to be no straight talker. Hey Naomi, just for you. There seems to be this trend of these women who come on the internet, they overshare their personal lives, and when they start to get criticism, they take that into their personal lives, right? And they say things like the internet made them do it, it's the internet's fault, they're being stalked, they're being harassed, they're being all these things. And that is where I would argue these people are horror cows, right? Because they're not funny to watch, they're not entertaining to watch. They're so serious that it's like watching a train wreck to a point where you know it ends nowhere good. Where others are, they might be messy and, but it's a little more lighthearted. This woman here happens to be a horror cow. She is a nightmare. She is one of those people that take zero accountability. Yeah, that's the point. There's a lot of them, Butter. There's a lot of them. Hey, Polish. And she's exhausting. Well, her crap has finally caught up with her. And it is interesting to see. Good morning, Air Force. Peekaboo, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Gren, that's why I blocked you last time. The disrespect. I mean, for my own mod, but well, okay. Okay, I'll just take it. Gardner. Is that what you called me? Gardner. Hey, Sherry. Shauna, good morning. Yeah, Peekaboo, that's awesome. Happy birthday. Good morning, Sue. I hope those who need a hug, get one too, honestly. I honestly do. All right, so I want to jump into this one a little bit quicker, right? I do believe that. So this one, it's a little tough, right? Because I do believe that this woman has had bad experiences in life. I do believe that, and Brooke often says as much. But it's hard to take her seriously because every time she gets any type of pushback or anybody seeks accountability, she pulls out I was a victim of everybody in her life has tried to sex traffic her, is what she says. She has children, but she has lost custody of them. She has been accused of physically harming her children. There's going to be a lot of similarities today, folks. There's going to be a lot of similarities, okay? Maybe we'll do like a halftime break where we do the comparison, but you'll see them. I don't know, because I don't know how much I believe her experience is blissful ignorance. You do, Jackie? No way. Did you like grow up with her? Are you from the same area as her? In what format do you know her? Exactly, Kate, and that is what I've noticed with her. It's similar to what, I know you're not maybe following as much, but it's similar to what at night media does. They take whatever trending topic is going on and they try to relate that to Sebastian. Oh, it's all right. You can call me Gran. I don't mind. Gran. She lies about everything. Can you explain though? Did you grow up with her? Is she from your area? Did you go to high school with her? And what aspect do you know her? Chanley, thank you for hitting a thumbs up. Oh, absolutely. Blissful ignorance. I would appreciate that if it would give some insight. Absolutely. So she was at Planet Fitness. Now, this is a woman who is homeless. She says that she is homeless. For a while, she was living in her truck. Then she lost the truck because she wasn't making the payments. Although at that time, she was receiving a lot of donations from a lot of people. She's a very good-looking woman. And she admittedly received, I think, almost 7,000 from somebody in less than 3 months. So, that would have been her truck payment. But I grew up with her mom. She had a good mom. Oh. Sorry. So anyhow, she would go to Planet Fitness and she would often, like shower there. The thing is, she started recording there. And the people at Planet Fitness told her, you can't record here. And she kind of got the whole like attitude thing. And here for you. I'm going to credit this creator in the chat and in the about sections. Give me a moment. I'm going to see which one has just that incident and not. Okay, this stuff. All right. So here's the Planet Fitness incident for all to see. Now, I wish we could make. Oh, you can. Okay.
The Planet Fitness incident. Most people that's been through what I've been through with that Planet Fitness incident would have lost their mind and rolled up and done something.
You know, a lot of people ask me.
Let me take the. How do I take the closed caption off? There we go.
Steve, what's with this Planet Fitness incident? So here it is in less than 3 minutes. Link to a full video in the description below.
Well, I don't know if you're. I don't know. I know you shouldn't record in a bathroom at any place. At no place should you ever go into the bathroom and record. I mean, it's just
breakdown of the whole day on that fateful day. Trigger warning: Brooke is scary.
Yeah. I'm actually not allowed to record in the women's bathroom. I'm allowed to record out here.
Let's see if my phone will hook up to the Wi-Fi here.
So when did they start this rule?
No, Poetic Justice. It is not.
I've already been treated like shit by all of your staff anyways. We also have a video out there of one of our staff members, the man cleaning the bathroom.
Wait, did you hear that? So once she is confronted by them, this is what these people always do. You're from that town as well? Once she's confronted with something, they turn around and they deflect. And you just heard her do that. Where she says, I've already had issues with your employees anyway, right? It's like they can never just be like, yeah, I fucked up. Ever.
They start this rule. I've already been treated like shit by all of your staff anyways.
I've already been treated like shit by all of your staff anyways. She's always been mean. So Jackie here, and of course, I don't know for sure, but I'm going to take them at their face value, says that they actually know Brooke, that they know Brooke's mother. She had a good mom, that this is how Brooke's always been. And I believe that because women like her, actually, so my sister's such a fool. My sister came across Brooke because she does like that YouTube scrolling. And she came across Brooke and she liked her. She found her funny. She felt bad for her, all the things. And on Brooke's birthday, my sister actually sent Brooke a Cash App. And Brooke's thanks back to my sister was to block her. And my sister is so offended by it. So, of course, I go in there and I'm like, yo, why'd you block my sister type of thing? And I'm trying to tell her, I'm like, she probably blocks anybody who gives her money so that the people can't say, well, I just gave you money. You know what I mean? Like she's like that type of person. So yeah, so she's just I don't like her. I don't like her. She's locked up. Yeah. Yeah, honey, we're gonna get into that. This lady's name is Brooke, and she is a quote unquote homeless creator.
We also have a video out there of one of our staff members, the man cleaning the bathroom. It's all lies. I don't have anything
She always says that men try to traffic her. Always.
to say to you. I don't have anything to say to you. Get out of my face before I go to jail. No video recording or photos other than gym members is permitted without their prior consent. So you have to have all of that. And it's I don't have to have anything. Get out of my face. Get out of my face. I'm gonna walk you out. Yeah, I don't walk me anywhere, bitch. I don't need shit from you, bitch. I need you to shut the fuck up before I go to jail for busting. Go ahead and leave right now, bro. I'm not gonna take this.
Can you imagine having to talk to like these poor employees are just trying to do their jobs and they're like, leave now, Brooke. I'm not going to take this. And she goes from 0 to 100 quick, which, you know, if that's how she conducts herself, fine. But she also went 0 to 100 when it came to kids. And now she is sitting her little butt in jail on a half a $500,000 bond because she doesn't know when to stop. Because she is the internet's victim.
I'm not even taking this fucking grooming of fucking children. The grooming of children. Bitch, you got the right one. Let's get that. You see how okay, let's go, bitch. Come on. Let's go, bitch. Let's go. Let's lock this shit in the car and whoop this bitch's ass. Come on, bitch. You're banned. Come on, bitch. Come on, bitch. Yeah, call.
Yo, somebody got in my face and said, I don't care how much I love my job and how professional I am. Shout out to the employees here for remaining calm because I would have been gone. I'm sorry, but Planet Fitness would have been paying my hospital bills and I would have been looking for new employment. She does have child abuse charges, which she says that she was the victim of the state. They framed her. She didn't do anything wrong. She's one of these people. She's one of these people that never do anything wrong. The whole world is out to get them.
Cole, you're the one that said you wanted to whoop my ass. Come on. I don't give a fuck how I look. I'm the only sane person in this town. Look at him.
I'm the only sane person in this town. Who's that remind you of? I'm always the victim.
Teeth. Look at them teeth. There you go.
Imagine make fun of somebody's teeth when you're going to see Brooke's teeth in just a moment.
That fucking meth face.
3 days later.
Cops show up. They woke me up. He says, I have a warrant for your arrest. I said, for what? He says, communicating threats. I'm going to lose fucking everything over something that I didn't even fucking do.
They never do it either, guys. They never do it either. Everybody's lying. Gosh, just leave that woman alone. So that's a little Brooke history there. She's crazy, quick to lash out, and she loves to tell stories. Would you believe every male she's ever had in her life has tried to prostitute her? Every job she has ever worked at, they have tried to traffic her. Every single thing in her life that has gone wrong is not because of her. She's a victim. How dare you call her crazy, Desiree? She's a victim. I know, but did you know the CPS workers actually lied on her? She didn't do that. I mean, so anyway, we all know she absolutely did. But recently, in recent events, she goes around these neighborhoods and she claims that everybody treats her differently because she's homeless. And, and her latest claim was that these high schoolers, children, would purposely try to ride her off the road. As she's riding her bike and, of course, she's carrying 60 pounds on her back, uphill and downhill. You know how it goes. That they would purposely try to run her over. Now, out of all these times they've tried to run her over, they were never successful in actually running her over. It's amazing. And to boot, there's about 200 of them. So this woman in a small town is being hunted down for being homeless. She has 200 raging maniac teenage boys following her to take her life in her delusional world. In her delusional world. What this woman did is she made a plan. And her plan was she was going to booby trap the woods where she resides, near where she resides. And anytime any of these kids who ride their dirt bikes or their bikes or anything go through the woods, they would fall into her booby traps, right? That's crazy enough. But this woman actually went the extra step, Mike. This woman wanted to get very thin. What do you call that? I'm drawing a blank. Hold on. Like very thin but sharp wiring. Okay? Because when these kids came riding through on their bikes, she wanted to catch. Oh. It's hard to think that a normal person thinks this way, okay? She wants to decapitate them. And just. And this woman actually goes to the store. Yes, to buy razor wire. Thank you. I was drawing a blank so badly. She actually goes to the store to buy this razor wire. The employees ask, do you need any help? She says, yeah, I'm looking for a wire, but it has to be really thin so nobody can see it. The store even tells her, be careful with this stuff because you can seriously hurt somebody. Well, that was her plan. Oh, Jackie. Now, again, this is speculations. I don't know for sure if it's true or not, but Jackie's saying she assaulted her mom while she was dying from cancer. Oh. Wow. Okay. So let me go ahead and get the booby trap in the woods. Booby trap in the woods. Unbelievable. Oh, and I'm sorry. I said she got 7,000 from one subscriber in a matter of 3 months. It was actually 11. It was 11. Somebody's actually having a fundraiser to get her out of jail. Wow. Okay, hold on. I can't find her booby trapping one, and I don't want to use all of Steve's videos. He does a lot of commentary on them, but I do want to go over to this one because I forgot about this. So up until current times, again, she's being stalked, 200 people. She's going to set the booby trap. She's going to do all the crazy things you can do to stop these kids from stalking her. Kids, okay? And she goes as far as to say she's now going to file stalking charges against the one teenager. Now, my understanding is this teenager turned around and actually sued Brooke. I haven't seen anybody actually cover the lawsuit, but he sued her. How is she homeless then? Yeah. On top of making YouTube money, and that's donations from one person, not all of them. Now, she did go back to her ex Randy's, and she was going to live in the shed, supposedly. But even with this man helping her out, she says it's her uncle and all this other weird stuff. Even with this man helping her out, she still says that he tried to traffic her, that he abuses her. At one point, she said while live that she was being held hostage there by this man so that he can make money off her body. So what do you think the internet did? They called the police for a wellness check. The police come and she laughs and says, you got trolled. I was trolling. But the people in the audience that don't know her, that see this woman and believe her and take her at face value, you know, they become emotionally attached to the idea that this woman's in danger. She is literally crazy. Hey, Danny. Extremely crazy. Yeah, she can't even do hotels because she'll be trafficked. I mean, it is unreal. Our favorite homeless, fake homeless chick. Revival 225. Thank you for hitting a thumbs up. I appreciate you all being here. I know this isn't our normal topic, and you know, everybody's kind of, but I promise you we can tie the two in because there's a lot of similarities here. There are a lot of similarities here. All right, let me pull this up. Matter of fact, let me show you how much of a victim this woman is. The internet's victim, okay? Here she is sitting up. Why did it do that? Okay, here she is. Again, the whole town's against her. 200 children of the coroner stalking her, all because she's homeless. Did I mute it? No. Hurting people and about calling and going to the police about people in her town stalking her. Yep. All she does is like literally talk to herself. Why is there no sound? Oh.
It's absolutely intentional. It was not this cold in here when I come in here. I mean, it's like they cut the fucking air from 70 down to like 40.
McDonald's went and turned the air down because it was cold. Oh, we're getting into that too, CRR. I got a lot of plans, okay? I got a lot of plans coming up. Horrible kids, but she has the worst luck. Listen, the whole town's after her. Y'all better stop it. You ever see the show, the movie Crazies? Where the whole town goes crazy? So McDonald's went and decided to freeze out the whole store because Brooke showed up. Perpetual victim.
Fucking air from 70 down to like 40. I'm not even joking. My nose is cold. And I've got work to do. I have to make this letter for my attorney. I'm getting fucking annoyed.
And that's the other thing with Brooke. Brooke's life matters. Nobody else's. She has work to do, gosh damn it. She has to get this letter. Yeah, she does get kicked out of every location she goes, and it's not because she's homeless. It's because she is a raging piece of shit. That is why. That is why. This woman's name is Brooke. She is a quote-unquote homeless creator who spends majority of her time raging into a phone, screaming what a victim she is of the universe. And now that's a dumb statement, Johnny. That's a dumb statement. So yeah, that's a little bit of Brooks. Like, I need to get my work done, and they're purposely freezing me out. The world's victim. Now, let me show you the controversy Brooke did recently. Because if that didn't give you enough of a little background, here's more of a background. Here is Brooke in all her fantastic glory. Oh, really, Chad?
Dudes really be coming over here looking for fucking attention, talking about something. You need to buy a wagon for the back of that bike. Bitch, you need to buy a wagon for the back of my bike. What the fuck are you talking about right now?
Now, remember, Brooke just made fun of the woman at Planet Fitness teeth, okay? I want to point out, when Brooke first started, I thought, oh, this lady's like a pretty woman. She takes good care of herself. I really felt bad for her. I took that as a threat as well, Chloe, and I hope my mods get that URL and a screenshot so I can cry victim later too, because, well, it's windy today, and if I hear any of my garden decor fall because of the wind, I'm going to say somebody was at my house. I'm just telling you right now, so don't tell anybody later I'm lying. It's not lying. Just my opinion. Thank you so much for being a member for 8 months. I'm just coming in. Who is this lady? This lady's name is Brooke. She is a creator, TikTok, YouTube, all of the things. She garnered a larger following by simply going live all day, talking to herself like a raging maniac, never interacts with the chat. She paints this picture of being this poor woman who has had the whole world against her entire life, which has led to her homelessness. Not because she wants to be homeless, but because everybody in her world has messed with her, and it's unfortunate events. Sad, really.
Again, for the back of that bike, bitch, you need to buy a wagon for the back of my bike. What the fuck are you talking about right now?
Yeah, you heard her.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yes, that was cool.
Come on back.
This is not Brooks from CLL. No. Somebody beeps, right? Somebody beeps. And there you go. Proof. She's the victim. I know. Just my opinion. And we will tie this too.
How am I doing anything wrong? How am I doing anything wrong? How is this my fault?
Thank you so much, Pookie's Grammy. Did you guys just see? I believe so, Jax Wolf. She does have a history of them. Do you see the way she smiled after that? It reminds me of somebody else when they purposely set traps for creators to take a bait, and then they take the bait, and she's all giddy. She feels validated. That's what you have right here. Look at that huge smile. This is a woman who claims that she is being stalked, harassed, and threatened, but yet she has a huge smile on her face because somebody just beats. Not because she's fearful, but because she could say, look, see, right there. Pookie's Grammy, thank you so much. I love having you here. I sincerely appreciate you. Hey, T-Berry. So let's just hear it again. How's going to come back and fight her?
Come on back. See what I mean? How am I doing anything wrong? How am I doing anything wrong? How is this my fault?
Look at it.
I know whoever one day runs up, it's going to be over for him because I got enough rage to murder an army of fucking men.
Threat number one. Yippee, are you saying about me or her? Because this woman is very much not a leftist.
I just can't stand the fake stuff. That's what pisses me off. If you're real, you understand why I'm angry.
Oh, yeah.
If you're the type that stands on ground and means what you say and will fucking scrap for honor, then you understand why it pisses me off. Because it's pussy shit.
Stand on honor, damn it. How dare you beep and not get out and fight? Listen, Yippee, you got my attention. Good job. Soft trolling is always fun, but do it a little bit better. You're giving yourself away. Anxiously type in every 2 seconds. This woman, you know, stand on business, everybody, but she's scared. Oh, thank you so much, Jackie. Thank you for giving us a little bit of history about her. I appreciate that. God, the trolls are trolling. You guys actually aren't fun at trolling. Reincarnation of Eileen Warnos. Wow, there could be a comparison there, Jax, to be honest. Because every man she has ever had in her life has tried to traffic her.
That's what children do, and those are children. That's what children do. Grown adults, they converse, and then they fucking scrap and they're done. It's crazy. If it's that big of a deal, why don't you roll up and say something in my face?
Wait a minute. I don't want to keep pausing, but I was going to sit back and let it play for a minute. Did she just say grown adults scrap? Grown adults scrap. Mind you, she's arguing with kids, but grown adults scrap.
That's what children, it's pussy shit. That's what children do, and those are children. That's what children
And those are children. She's being stalked by a gang of like Children of the Corn style freaking kids. They're evil, I tell you. These dang kids that just want to go to school and, you know. And listen, she is a larger creator, so I imagine these kids are kind of like, oh, if I show that I see Brooke in my town and I make a video of Brooke, I'll get some views. It's the way of the internet. It's just the way of the internet. She takes it to an all-time, like, extreme place.
Grown adults, they converse, and then they fucking scrap and they're done.
What?
It's crazy.
You're crazy.
If it's that big of a deal, why don't you roll up and say something in my face? I'll just start taking down descriptions, and when I see the same cars, I'll call the law and follow stalking report. How about that? That's what we can do. And I got it on camera too, because I got a camera in the front of the basket that's been recording on my entire ride. So all the people that's been honking at
this woman's homeless and she got more cameras than BJ on a fucking Thursday, right? Both of them. World's victims. But even this woman who's homeless is strapped with cameras.
made their own camera. That's why I was looking for that other phone earlier. Ironically, though, they can't see it in the basket because it's through the holes. It's like shoved down in there perfect.
like conspiring. Yes, homeless but with 4 phones and also several cameras. And anybody with the name Johnny Packs Fudge is surely into the drama. Exactly, Clue, and we're gonna get to that. Is she on a bicycle? She is. She is. Several cameras, phones, laptops, you name it. This woman has everything that and you know what really drives me nuts about her is she tries to act like she's bringing awareness to homelessness, and she's not. She's not at all. I have no idea. A lot of people have speculated what that could be. I didn't see it clear enough to say, so I don't know. Hello, Winnie.
So, small bitches, you're on candid camera. Come through and honk again. Let me have you charged for stalking. And you fuckers that be aiming your cars at me, trying to hit me when I'm carrying 200 pounds worth of equipment, you're on camera too. I'll call the law and make a report for that too.
200 pounds of equipment. They're trying to run her off the road. It's a nicotine patch. Interesting. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
I'm not the fucking one. I will gut your goddamn children like fucking fish in the street if they don't stop stalking me.
All right. Now, remember, you got a woman on the side of the road with this big, goofy-looking bike, talking to herself, and a car beeps. Yeah. Okay. You heard what she just said. You hear it. It's the second time she's made a comment about taking somebody's life. This time, though, she's talking about children.
I'm not the fucking one. I will gut your goddamn children like fucking fish in the street if they don't stop stalking me. Do you understand me? I'll be waiting at the McDonald's if anybody wants scrap this morning.
Don't you love how these victims are always victims, but they're also so fucking tough? I love that. That's my favorite part about them.
Got 17, 18, 19, 20-year-old fucking children out here stalking me. Your fucking brats that you poorly raised, that you had custody of, are out here wreaking havoc on homeless people in the community, and y'all think it's cute.
Y'all think it's cute, don't you? I love when people who either don't have custody of, lost custody of, gave over custody of, either which way you want to split it, they don't have their children in their custody judge other parenting. That is, it is always a classic of the delusional LolCows of the internet. The sheer audacity to even bring up somebody else's parenting. What do you guys think? Do you want this woman in your neighborhood?
Your children deserve to be fucking beheaded for the evil intent that dwells within them.
So, got it like a fish, and now she says this.
Unity, and y'all think it's cute. Your children deserve to be fucking beheaded for the evil intent that dwells within them.
Your children deserve to be beheaded for the evil intent that dwells within them. You heard it. If this woman was in your neighborhood, okay, and she was saying things like this about the children of the neighborhood, would any of you feel safe with this woman just riding 200 pounds of equipment through your neighborhood, threatening people this way? Of course the town wants her out. Not because they discriminate against homeless, but because you're a raging freaking maniac.
And guess what? Guess who they got it from? Their evil-ass parents!
Oh, that's weird.
Thank you. People want to say, oh, she stabbed 2 people. No, that was a legitimate fist fight. Completely different than trying to run a homeless woman.
I'm sorry. People are asking where she is currently located. My understanding is this is like Wentworth, North Carolina. I could be wrong, but I believe I'm rather confident that is where she's currently located. Yes, Eileen Warnos is correct. Because again, this woman claims that every male in her life has harmed her in that format.
Over with my car. Completely different than false. People want to say, oh, she stabbed 2 people. No, that was a legitimate fist fight. Completely different than trying to run a homeless woman over with my car. Completely different than falsifying charges on a homeless woman. Completely different than calling the law and lying.
Oh my gosh. Look at that. Look at that standstill. What a lovely woman.
Evil intent. Some of y'all are so fucking stupid.
Another, can we just start like a bingo card for LolCows, not just Beige? Because another classic of them is to always use the religious manipulation. Everybody's evil. The dark side, if you will. You think this woman goes to a church on Sundays? You think she's keeping a Bible in the back of her school bag? Gee golly.
Thought somebody was yelling at me. It was my headphone. Some of y'all are so fucking stupid. Y'all don't know the difference between...
Imagine saying you thought somebody was yelling at you, but it was your headphone, and then following up with some of you are so stupid.
Yelling at me. Some of y'all are so fucking stupid. Thought somebody was yelling at me. It was my headphone. Some of y'all are so fucking stupid. Y'all don't know the difference between evil intent and evil. Or bad behavior or characteristics. Bad characteristics are one thing, but evil intent is something different. That's intentional. That shows that a person thrives off of someone else's pain.
Ooh.
That's a psychopath.
I like the way she does like the duh look with her face. I really like that. That was interesting. Look how she does that. Like, duh, don't you know?
Pain. That's a psychopath. That's the beginning of a psychopath. Narcissist. All those horns you hear honking, those are narcissists. Those are red flags pointing themselves out to you in my live stream.
How many horns have you guys heard beep? All those horns you hear beep. Do you hear a lot of horns beeping, ma'am? Because we sure don't. We heard one horn. Oh, duh, it just dawned on me. North Carolina. It's like a field of them over there. Interesting.
That is someone who has no identity, someone who doesn't know who they are, someone that is bothered by words, someone that thinks that because I say mean words in their opinion that harm should come to me just like Charlie Kirk. It's crazy.
Oh, we got another mark on the invisible bingo card. She threw out the comparison of herself to Charlie. They all love to do that. That's another thing they love to do, right? Oh, Jackie, I'm making a joke because there's this other creator who's very similar to her in this aspect, and she's from North Carolina. I have family in North Carolina, not in this part, granted, thankfully, but I have no, actual judgment against the state of North Carolina. They're everywhere. Crazies are everywhere. Matter of fact, I think every town has that one crazy, and I'm glad that mine isn't this woman right here. That is their latest go-to, is comparing themselves.
Words in their opinion that harm should come to me just like Charlie Kirk.
I'm sorry.
And the whole time I'm standing here like, I will make harm come to you if you want to roll up and actually fight. But no, nobody wants to fight because they're scared. They know that I know who they are. That's why they're doing this.
Don't all people who are being stalked and harassed and all the things always offer to fight? Huh. Only one. Yeah, right.
And they're jealous of my channel. jealous of a homeless woman. Do you know how sad?
Oh my gosh, there it is again. The jealousy card. I think we got bingo. I think we should just call it already. I think we got it. The internet's fault. Judge and parenting when they lost custody. Comparing themselves to Charlie. Emotional manipulation. Religious manipulation. And then the jealousy card. That's 5, friends. We got it.
Your life has to be for you to be jealous of a homeless woman? Homie, you got it bad. You got it real bad. Don't let that shit burn. Let it burn.
Woo. The Eileen Warnos, Chef.
Too many clothes.
Oh, do you know?
Way too many clothes.
Right, Gary?
Oh, God. So I got laundry detergent there. I need trash bags.
Yeah, and I agree, Bernice, but people like her always claim others are narcissists, and then they follow it up with people are jealous. As this woman just stated, she is homeless. What desire does anybody, is it the rage and beauty? Is it the intellectual? Like, what part of her would people be jealous of? The homelessness? I mean, it makes no sense. The large channel, you go live through vertical streaming through YouTube, your channel is going to grow quickly. Again, at the end of the day, subscriber count is simply a feel good for the creator. It does not reflect on the actual support that they have.
And water. We need to fill this up. So I'm going to get trail mix, beef jerky, water. What else? I don't know. Snacks.
You're famous, Carl, aren't you?
Oh, Lord, I'm not famous.
Let me take a picture with you.
Yeah, how are you?
My dad loves you. He thinks you funny as fuck.
Oh, thanks. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Corey.
Nice to meet you. I'm Brooke. Well,
Yeah, keep it real. This town needs some entertainment.
well, thanks. Be safe.
Oh, there was a nice townsfolk. Oh, there is a standard. You should be jealous of my attorney. He's a great fucking attorney. He should be absolutely jealous of him.
Your dad, I said hello. No, always. He said, I think the police are watching you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That was so cool. Oh, Corey, hello. How are you? Good morning.
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing all right.
Okay. I didn't know what you're saying.
No, you're fine. Oh. So the cops are following me around. They have. He just come from McDonald's. He was sent to McDonald's. I told you guys they're gonna lock me up for something else I didn't do. Y'all know that, right? Same thing they did to Todd. Same thing they did to Tommy.
Oh.
He just got Did outlaw homelessness. I don't really give a fuck.
They outlawed homelessness. This poor woman's just being discriminated against because she's homeless, not because she claimed she wanted to behead children, and not because she actually went and bought wires to booby trap to try to harm children, not because she literally stood there and screamed that she was going to gut children. And the best part about it is she did all of that while standing on school grounds. I forgot to mention that. Huge part of it. As she is screaming what she will do to these children, behead them and gut them like fish, she is literally on school property saying all of that. How insane is that? Can you imagine as a parent, you have this lunatic going around threatening your children, and to top it off, they go to the children's school screaming all of that?
If I have to go do a bid just to get more famous, oh well. That means more money, right? It's not about being famous. It's really about helping people. If everybody would stay out of my way, I could be doing that. But
Oh, the thing about being famous is helping people. She's famous now.
instead, now I'm worried about just helping myself. Oh, I'm sorry. All right. We're going to grab some peanut butter, y'all. Well, Do I want peanut butter? Honey. They got the chunky. Oh, they do got crunchy. I'm gonna get trail mix. Peanut butter just seems messy. You know? Super messy. Let's spin around. Excuse me. Well, most people out here are in a good mood today. All the brats are in school. So that's good. We're gonna do some coconut water.
All the brats are in school. Here they come. Good morning, 58 and Fabulous. I was homeless. I bought things because of Ford and housing and sunglasses wildly different. I had priorities at the time. It was insured and I didn't go blind and was stressed. I know for a dollar store, they sure are.
It's crazy how adults are really cool when they want to be. When they want to be. Young coconut pieces.
Why is she whispering to us? This is really uncomfortable.
With coconut.
Hey, Andrea.
These are actually some of the best coconut water to buy. They're $1.25. As you can see, the macro breakdown on the back. 6 grams is not that bad for coconut water. If you're working out, you need a little. Hey.
I'm Deputy Jacobson, the Sheriff's Office. Can we step outside? I need to speak to you.
I guess that's why she was whispering. I guess that is, I know, cat and macros. What? So many similarities. You should run for city council. Oh, yeah. Imagine continuing to push the car. Grab your bag and go. Bernice, welcome back. Thank you so much for becoming a member again. I appreciate you. Thank you.
And I hook my bag.
That's all. Here, I'll grab it.
You know something's about to go down when they go for the gloves, baby. Going for the gloves. He is a good-looking guy. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry.
Step over here to the side. Okay.
So what am I being arrested for?
What? I didn't say you were under arrest.
I don't think I even see them. Do you have me blocked, Fleetwood? Because I don't see anybody with that name. If I see you guys talking to them. I don't know. Maybe they have me blocked. The problem gloves. I hate that the true screenshot this. He is a good-looking officer.
No, clearly you're grabbing gloves like you're detaining me.
Oh, there you are.
I didn't say any of that.
So what's
I'm sorry. Of course not. There you are. I apologize. I don't know why I couldn't see you. Hey, Gertie. That Michelle, that's weird. I think you were like shadow banned for a minute from the chat, Fleetwood, because nobody could see you.
going on?
What's happening this morning?
Hey, Fiogi.
You talking about the teenagers that are stalking me?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking. What's going on this morning?
Sir.
Damn it, why's she mute?
What is happening this morning?
Nothing's happened this morning. Nothing's happened this morning.
Nothing at all has happened.
Nothing has happened this morning. I haven't had.
Anybody?
I'm not the fucking one. I will gut your goddamn children like fucking fish in the street if they don't stop stalking me.
Nothing happened. Nothing.
In the rearview mirror. This morning. Nothing's happened this morning.
Nothing at all has happened.
Nothing has happened this morning. I haven't had any altercation with anybody this morning. Well, I actually had 2 teenagers on the way to the school that honked me and aimed their car at me, but I have not personally.
Now it was 2 teenagers. Not only did they honk, but they aimed the car at her. Which is crazy because I only saw one. I'm sorry, we didn't even see. We heard one car beep. That was it. Hey, Steffers. Teenagers are minors, lady. You can't threaten minors. Oh, yeah, it's Brooke's world.
Only had any problems with anybody this morning. I've had 2 teenagers.
Yes. Okay, well, let's stop. Let's rewind. You said you had 2 teenagers. Do what now?
What they do is I'm on that bike with all of that weight, and you can feel how heavy that bag is.
Right.
Plus the weight on the bike. They aim their cars towards.
You ever notice they always give like these detailed descriptions of like victimhood? The bike's heavy. I mean, you know, she has to carry this heavy bike, and these poor evil children with evil intent are tormenting her. And the town's tormenting her, and the men are trying to traffic her, and every job she's ever worked at, and the McDonald's is turning on the air conditioner to freeze this poor homeless woman out. This is horrible.
Me, and I have them on camera doing
You're
it.
an
And it doesn't,
OG.
you know, they've done it over and over for months. And every time I call you guys blame me. Y'all tell me to stop working when I'm homeless, and this is the only way I have to make money. And the reason that I'm homeless is because you guys arrested me. And I'm sorry to generalize, but the Rockingham arrested me for crimes I didn't commit twice. And matter of fact,
Oh shit! Can you believe that she was arrested twice for crimes she didn't commit? The whole world's against this poor lady. Gosh dang it!
Facilitated
Sarcasm, by the
a
way.
guy
Sarcasm.
that's been stalking me. Kid that goes to that high school or just graduated, Dylan Duncan. And then he had me arrested for stalking. And then he also sued me, and I had to spend what money I had in savings for a car so that I could leave this damn godforsaken town. I just had to spend that on an attorney.
Oh.
So, and there was a silver Nissan in that school parking lot, early 90s model, with a feather and two dice in the rearview mirror, white boy, young. I would say he's probably, sophomore age. He went past me, honked the horn when I was headed here from Walmart. He was headed up the mountain, past the rec center. He made it to the top of the hill, and he, honked the horn. I go through this every single day. So when
He went to the top of the hill and he honked the horn. I think that she's a martyr, and it's a shame. It's always somebody else's fault. Always. They should be BFFs, OG. They should be
I went
BFFs.
to that parking lot. I actually recognized the Honda that has writing on the back of it. Silver Honda, early 2000s model. All of these cars I have on camera.
All these cars she has on camera because she live streamed them. You're going to hear her in just a minute, Loki's mom. She does what a lot of them do, which is shout out their attorney's name. And then, of course, the internet does what the internet does, which we're all aware of. And they call the attorney, and then they can say they're being harassed, right? I mean, again, it is so similar to what we are familiar with. It's unbelievable that there's two of them out there. They brandished the horn at me. I like how honking the horn turned to they try to drive her off the road. Yeah, you're going to hear the cops say as much too, Penny, which is so true.
I recognized that Honda. And when I went to get the plate, I recognized that the whole back parking lot is all children who have been following me around this town for months, stalking me and aiming their cars at me with the intent of either, at the very least, making me flip off of my bike, which is still clearly I already have injuries from that bike. So, it's dangerous. It's not a game. It's not a game.
It's not a game.
No, it's not a game. You're right about that. So,
I like this cop. Godforsaken town. I recognize that honk. It's the same honk. She also rides in the wrong direction. Yeah, he's going to bring that up too. Is she claiming, do you guys remember Jackie Yume? A few months back, she claimed that while she was parking her, so this one she saw at a truck. Oh, it wouldn't be the same unless she was lying about locations. But she claimed that a bunch of teenagers were doing donuts around her truck as she was trying to sleep in the Walmart parking lot. She claimed that before too. Oh, enjoy the grandbaby, daddy's baby girl. Aiming their cars at her. They're on a road moving forward, isn't aiming at her. Right. And everybody knows when you're riding a bike, you're supposed to ride in the same direction as traffic. Wait, do I got that backwards? No, yeah. And usually a lot of states now have bike lanes. She doesn't. She breaks the rules here. Nobody can deal with her anymore. Yeah. I mean, Randy gave her a place again, and look what she did to Randy. We'll touch a little more on Randy.
are you streaming now, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Okay. So, have you made any threats towards those children or
No.
anybody at the school or on
No.
the premises or
Nope.
anything like that?
No.
So we've had several people saying that you had made some threats towards the
And you can watch it on Breezy Briefs with Brooke. If you want to see the video, it was posted this morning. I can give you a timestamp and date. It was actually posted an hour ago on my last stream. You can go check it out. No, absolutely not.
So you haven't made any threats whatsoever?
No.
Saying that you were going to gut some children or cut some heads?
She didn't say that. That night, she was riding her bike around and calling the cops for stalkers was wild. Scantily clad, standing, looking around in parking lots, acting all innocent. Yeah, there's something deeply wrong with this woman. Callie, thank you so much for being a member for 11 months. Yeah, you ride with traffic, right? You never ride against it. Everybody's always, and not only, they don't even just say watching my stream, stalking. They're stalking me through my public live streams. Can you even fathom? Your Honor, they're stalking me. 58 Fabulous, thank you so much for the Cash App. Thank you.
Heads off or anything like that?
I'm allowed to say whatever I want to say as long as
some head, any threats whatsoever?
No.
Saying that you were going to gut some children or cut some heads off or anything like that?
I'm allowed to say whatever I want to say as long as I did not say that I was going to harm any of those children at that school.
This is another thing they always do, right? She basically gave it away because she says, I did not say I was going to harm any of those children at that school. Now, remember, she said it while standing at the school. And she thinks that people always want to take away others' freedom of speech while claiming they have a right to freedom of speech. You don't have a right to terroristic threats.
And guess what? Guess who they got it from? They're evil within them. Deserve to be fucking beheaded for the evil intent that
just freedom of speech, folks. Freedom of speech. Always the argument for them.
We're taking things out of context.
Whatever you like.
I was going to kill anybody.
Well, but what you did just said was that you can say whatever you like and you can't.
Okay,
you can't say
what I'm telling you.
They do it with such confidence, too. Look at her smiling like, yeah, I know what I'm saying, sir. No, you don't.
Was that you can say whatever you like and you can't.
Okay,
you can't say.
What I'm telling you is that people are taking things out of context, and I'm telling you to go look at the video.
I don't have the means to do so.
Oh, okay.
Like to show me.
Yeah, well,
I'd be happy to watch it.
It's 3 hours long. Like, it's ridiculous.
Like, go get the timestamp. Beheaded. Yes, she went as far as to buy the wiring to booby trap the woods that the kids ride their bikes and or dirt bikes through. And she wanted to behead them that way too. So it's not the first or second time that she has made these type of threats. This time though, she did it while standing on school property.
Ridiculous.
I'll agree. It is ridiculous.
Hey, Megamind.
Why did you go to the school exactly? Were you trying to
look at her face?
What was your business on the school grounds there?
All right, let's take a guess. Do you think A, she's going to answer directly with the question? B, she is going to make herself a victim of current circumstances to distract from the question? Or C, she's going to deny being at the school? A, B, or C? What do you guys think? We got some B's in the chat. B's in the chat. Yeah. I would be amazed. I'd be amazed if we get a truthful response here, but let's find out. Lots of B's. All right.
Am I being arrested?
School grounds there.
Am I being arrested? I'm done talking. Have a great day.
She's done talking, folks. That's it. Surely she's just going to ride off now with the 200 pounds of equipment on her back. Do we have a J in the chat as well? But they don't have freedom or not consequences to all those words. Every person is accountable for every word and action. So wise with that freedom of speech. So wise with that freedom of speech. Right. The fact is, that was called a threat, and she did it on school grounds. So you cannot say such. Now, who's hoping this cop just grips her up and just cuffs her now, right? Like, enough with the games.
You can't even talk to these motherfuckers, y'all. You see what I'm going through? You see what I'm goddamn going through?
Oh my gosh, we got it. We actually made 2 and 1 because she did distract from the question and then made herself the victim. I love that. It's almost like Steven guessed it. We got a BJ. Woo!
You can't even talk to these motherfuckers, y'all. You see what I'm going through? You see what I'm goddamn going through? I got 200 motherfuckers in this town stalking me, and they care about their goddamn feelings, and fucking they don't give a fuck about my right to speech and my right to defend myself.
Oof. Yeah, she is, Nana. She is another one. Oh yeah, you're right. So it's now 215 pounds. She went shopping. Hi, good morning, not a cunt muffin. Eek. Her right to freedom of speech.
Let's get out of here before I go to jail for something else I didn't goddamn do.
Oh,
Ma'am, hold on.
she's being arrested for things she didn't do.
I just need you to bear with me here until I can figure out for sure that you have not threatened any children or anyone's lives. Do you understand that? You understand?
What I said exactly was that parents
Yeah.
need to raise their children better, that their children are stalking me.
Okay.
Oh, that's what she said. Exactly what she said. She said, parents, you have to raise your children better because they are stalking me. That's it. That's all. I don't know where they get this other stuff from.
Parents need to raise their children better, that their children are stalking me.
Never.
Okay.
I understand what you're saying.
It was, Gare.
But if you have threatened kids and you went ground,
I did not threaten anybody. Do y'all see this
that's
shit?
what I'm telling you.
Yeah, we see it. We see it. Oh, she did not threaten anybody. I wish I would have timestamped the exact moment. I know it's right here.
Fucking me. Like fucking fish. I'm not the fucking one. I will gut your goddamn children like fucking fish in the street if they don't stop stalking me.
Ah.
Okay.
Okay.
I understand what you're saying, but if you have threatened kids and you went
stitching.
ground,
I did not threaten anybody. Do y'all see this
that's
shit?
what I'm telling you. You are being detained for. You
Okay, well then detain me.
until I can figure out further. So
You gonna put me in the back of the...
with me? You gonna stand here with me? What? You can just stand here with me, and we can be civil people. We can do that. You want to do that?
Can I smoke, please?
I don't mind. Sure.
All right. Well, I don't have anything to say at this point.
Well, if you
Who believes that she's not going to say another thing from this point forward? Maleficent, I hope you are as well. Thank you. I had a home invasion I was dealing with at the time, and a house fire. Your damn driveway means nothing to me. I'm a little confused, Tonka girl. Yes, we're going to get into them in just a second, Jackie. I'm going to speed this up now.
would
What?
just
I'm looking
where
for
are
a
your
vape.
cigarettes at?
I don't have cigarettes. I'm
What are
looking
they
for a vape. I don't know, and you have no right to go to my personal property.
I don't want to go.
You're looking. You're huffing, y'all.
I don't want to go.
Can somebody call my attorney, Bruce Lee out of Greensboro, please? Can somebody?
Her attorney's Bruce Lee. Somebody call her attorney. Now, what you're going to love next is she is, okay, sorry, Tonka girl, I will. She is, somebody call Bruce Lee. Now, would any of you just perhaps, I don't know, call him yourself? Why would you scream out your attorney's name to the internet? This poor cop, look at him. He's like, what the fuck? Why me?
Get him on the phone and tell them.
Look at the cop like, yeah, fuck it, dude. I'm not dealing with this.
Bruce Lee out of Greensboro, please. Can somebody get him on the phone and tell them?
That is such restraint. That is such restraint. The cop's like, oh, fuck it, dude. Oh my gosh. We got another one.
Tell him that they are starting stuff, that they are breaking my rights. Somebody please call Bruce Lee. Can I call my attorney?
Oh, wait, you're going to use one of your 4 other phones to call him yourself? Shocker. It's like, it's again the classic victim. Y'all see what they're doing to me? Y'all see what they're doing to me? Y'all need to, call my attorney. Sorry, Tonka girl. I'll do it right now. I'm sorry. Let me pull up YouTube on another stream side. I'm not trying to make you look stupid. I do apologize. I would never do that to you. Give me a second. Give me a second, Tonka. Channel activity. So Tonka girl says, I'm a 911 dispatcher. Thank you, first off, for doing that. I imagine it's a hard job. These are the same people that will call 911 to have their driveways plowed because they're a doctor, and I need to understand who they are because they're important. And then they'll say things like, I had a home invasion I was dealing with at the time in a house fire. You're damn dry. Oh, so she's saying I'm busy dealing with actual things, and I don't care that you need your driveway plowed. Like there's a house fire, and I get it, Tonka. Yeah. Classic entitled people. He said, are you done on your phone?
Absolutely.
Bruce. I agree, Steve. It's so corrupt. Let's speed it up.
They know good and fucking well I ain't the one in harm to fucking society, y'all. This is crazy.
She's not a harm to society. Screaming, I will gut your fucking She's not. Oh, this is what happens when you are a mod for Granny. Do you want to be a mod, Yali? Hit the thumbs up and let me know.
Been following me around all fucking morning looking for a fucking reason. What did I tell y'all? I told y'all yesterday this is the shit they were going to start doing because I'm homeless. I'm the only homeless person in this town. And I'm telling all these fucking secrets about the sex trafficking and the sex rings and the fucking restaurant.
There it is, folks. Didn't I tell you? Everybody. So it's funny because she had these same stories about her time living in other states. And now it's happening in this state as well. All types of, she's the victim of all these things. And that's why they're trying to arrest her.
I told y'all yesterday, this is the shit they were going to start doing because I'm homeless. I'm the only homeless person in this town. And I'm telling all these fucking secrets about the sex trafficking and the sex rings and the fucking restaurant, Uptown Tavern selling ass and the sheriff's department. I'm telling it all.
It is not, and I repeat, not that she was threatening children. It is simply that she's exposing the town. I mean, Eileen Warnos again. Thank you, Cat's Eye.
I do not have any weapons.
Miss Clark,
I do not have weapons.
I would prefer that you
I want my cigarette.
Okay, where is it?
This is Brooke Clark. I'm calling. I need Mr. Bruce to know that they're gonna arrest me for more stuff that I didn't do. They're taking videos out of context after.
What is the missing context here? Not anymore. She's the only maniac. I know lawyers make good money, but there will not be enough for me to deal with this. Well, and that's how I feel about a lot of these people, right? They think that because they have a lawyer, can you imagine the lawyers on the other ends of these things? Where like they're so detached from reality that they make everything into this huge thing, and the attorney kind of has to shift through everything and be like, well, that's not actually stalking, that's not actually harassment. It's insane. I how dare I say otherwise? I mean, we all did not hear it. I don't know how he survives mental health. He's a drug addict right now. He's in jail. I don't know how they do it. Prayers for everyone homeless and their family. Absolutely, Michelle. Prayers to you. Lovey, we made it a year. Thank you so much.
Once again, you guys know that I've been stalked by, 200 people. The last video that I posted on Breezy Briefs with Brooke, some of the people that facilitated this arrest, their kids tell their license plate will be in that video. So they're going to arrest me. I don't know what for, but that's what they're looking to do. So Yeah, let Bruce know, please. Thank you.
Oh, she's talking to the attorney still. Yeah, let Bruce know. Let Bruce know. Taken out of context.
I'd be happy to give you a vape.
You're not going through my personal property. Well, you're not letting me go through it. You're playing a game.
No, I'm not playing a game. I was told that you have a knife, and I don't want
Please get it. Roll the bag over and get it. Please.
You want me to go through it? You want me to go through your stuff?
I want you to go through the side pocket. If you roll the bag over, there is a hunting knife on the side of the bag. You can grab that.
I don't need the knife. I was going to give you your vape.
I don't know where it's at.
Okay. Well,
I this is what I can't stand about people like Brooke is they think they're in control. And I honestly don't, I can't stand how cops let them feel like they're in control for so long, right? Oh, it drives me crazy.
we'll just stand here.
I guess we will.
To show me this video of you threatening children.
Okay.
That's what we'll do.
Everything's taken out of context.
And I don't know that. So
Well,
you're just gonna have to...
I did. I said that people that raise brats to behave like those bullies ought to be gutted in the fucking street.
She just admitted to it, except for she, changed it a little bit, but they ought to be gutted in the street. That's what she said. People
Brats to behave like those bullies ought to be gutted in the fucking street. Said that people that raise brats.
So here she's saying, she was saying it towards the parents. People who raise brats, like those boys, ought to be gutted in the street. That's not exactly what she said.
To behave like those bullies ought to be gutted in the fucking street. People like that, whoever raised them goddamn hellions, I don't know who, the children, the kids that are bullying them.
I wish she wasn't covering the mic. But all you got to do is push these people a little bit and they tell you exactly who they are. She went from she didn't say it, there was no threats, out of context, to, oh, why I said this. Push a little bit harder, you'll get the truth. Right, she said, I will. She didn't say they should be. She said, I will. Not they ought to be, I will. On school property.
That whole back row of cars at the high school, those 4 white trucks, the Honda. I've got a list. I've got a video of 20 fucking kids in that parking lot that's been stalking me for 2 months. I rode out there. I recognized the Honda. I did.
She's saying while she was riding her bike by the parking lot, she recognized the Honda and stopped to get the, the information to the car. Exactly, Cash.
I did not say that. I said anyone that has evil intent ought to be gutted, just like I believe in the death penalty.
That's not what she said.
Just like I say pedophiles should take a bullet to the head. They should.
And here's the difference between those statements, right? Saying a pedo should take a bullet to the head. Saying a pedo should take a bullet to the head is a lot different than saying I'm going to put a bullet to that pedo's head. And this is where people don't understand law, or they try to tiptoe around it.
Oh, full Tommy Robinson moment. Bring it on.
Bring it on.
I'm willing to be a fucking martyr.
I'm willing to be a fucking martyr, she says. And also compares herself to Charlie Kirk. So there's that.
Context. You create the internet, you let the internet bullshit surpass fucking laws, and then you start locking up the victims of fucking sex crimes. Because that's what this is. Let's be very clear.
Oh, there it is again, folks. She's the victim of sex crimes. Oh, absolutely. She does X amount of words. You know it, girl. You know it. But she didn't commit those crimes. She was literally framed.
Those little squats down there. I didn't admit that I was going to harm anyone.
You said that the parents of the kids that are quote unquote stalking her deserve to be beheaded and gutted.
No, I did not say beheaded. This is
Yeah, she did.
This is out of context.
It's always out of context, too, isn't it?
Wow.
Yeah. Crazy. You do. If you raise children to stalk homeless people, you and your children are trash. Y'all don't deserve to live. You are a waste of human life if you raise your children to be bullies and to disproportionately to affect people of minorities. blacks, Mexicans, homeless people. You deserve to be shot dead in the fucking street. Your life is wasted. You are a bitter piece of shit out here.
Imagine saying all that in front of a cop and then saying you didn't threaten anybody. What a maniac.
Shot dead in the fucking street. Your life is wasted. You are a bitter piece of shit out here trying to harm people with your evil intent, and you deserve to die. Absolutely.
Isn't that something they always do too? It was out of context, but they either don't play the video, hide the video, deny the video. They never just pull it up and show exactly what was said and done. I mean, and like I said, you push people like her enough and they're going to admit what they did. Of course, they're still going to take it from a, in her words, martyr aspect. But yeah, there it is, folks.
Deserve to be shot dead in the fucking street. Your life is wasted. You are a bitter piece of shit out here trying to harm people with your evil intent, and you deserve to die. Absolutely.
You should have been cuffed right there.
At what point did I say I was going to harm someone?
Oh, right there, you dumbass.
That character in them, that evil intent in them is evil. And they're wasting their life. They don't deserve the life that they've been given.
Oh, and that's a new spin about, isn't it? I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the evil inside them. Just call her Priest Brooke from here forward. She's just trying to bless them with some holy water. Not a hunting knife or a, gun or anything like that. Cash, thank you so much. That's so true. Got it while it's in possession of a hunting knife? Exactly. Yeah, the twisting. They're so good at that, Truth and Karma, aren't they? They're so good at that. Like when you hear a man talking to a cat and makes a comment like, I'm going to breed you with my 8-inch, and then they twist that to not be what it is. It's amazing. It's amazing.
I'm sorry. I have every reason to be stalking and harming people. It's so crazy how I haven't stalked or harmed anyone since I've been homeless on the street for 2.5 years.
She has every reason to do it, damn it. Don't take her a reason. Oh, good one, Jackie. He's currently on probation. Look at her there. Look at the confident lips. Look at that. Look at that stank face. Ooh, she's so full of herself. Great example of the difference between people that talk crap behind a keyboard versus people that actually are out in public making real life threats. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I can only fathom why the parents would be alarmed that this woman's on school property making these type of statements with such venom in her face and her words.
And all they want me to do is go back over there to that sex trafficker. That's what they're trying to do, y'all.
Oh.
It'll never happen.
Again, the sex trafficker.
Fuck it.
Now, when a cop says, who's that? Who are you talking about? Now we get a mute button, right? Yeah, it does X amount.
Absolutely. Absolutely. How do you feel to raise your kids and allow your kids to behave this way and then try to have the person who they're stalking locked up? How about y'all?
This is another part of the problem is there are always people like her that have people in their chat that tell them they are correct. I am convinced this is a way of trolling. But, some people actually do believe that she's okay in what she said and did because they believe that she is a victim of all these things. It's insane.
I'll stay off my fucking page. Y'all so far up my damn ass, y'all probably know what I had for dinner last night.
Oh, okay.
Y'all over here stalking my page.
Again, stalking a public platform. Don't go live on a public platform and call it stalking because people watch. It's ridiculous.
Weirdos.
And they say with confidence, too. Probably his next girlfriend.
Good.
It's fine. It ain't nothing new. This is the 4th time that I've been arrested for crimes I didn't
Look, she's holding a phone on a phone.
commit. First time I was 17. This is the 4th time that I've been arrested for crimes I didn't Commit. First time I was 17, they charged me with injury to real property over a lock that wasn't even broke in a foster home that I snuck out of. Then they said I abused my daughter, when she fell and broke her arm. And then they said I abused her, and then they locked me up for that. And then last October, after almost 10 years.
So she just mentioned her daughter. She claims that the state only took her children because they wanted to sell them because they were white children. That is her excuse for that one. That it wasn't actually her fault. They just wanted to kidnap her children. Isn't that the truth, Loki's mom? Yeah. And that's who she's claiming is her sex trafficker.
Of not being in trouble and managing to keep myself out of trouble and sober, they locked me up for more crimes in Wentworth. 2 bitches at Planet Fitness called the law because they knew I had a YouTube channel and they were leftists. And they called the law and said that I spit
They called the law because they were leftists
on them and communicated threats. And actually what happened is they communicated threats to me. And I said, okay, let's go outside. And they didn't want no smoke. And I just got off probation for that.
Imagine being on probation for communicating threats and then going forth and communicating threats.
Unsupervised. And then this shit started with this kid. And I was arrested again. The kid that was stalking me in the blue Subaru that I filed 6 different reports on. Somehow he was able to go down to the magistrate and file a warrant on me. Oh, and then he sued me yesterday. So,
He sued her.
I'm just glad that I picked up a camera.
Check me outside. How about that, right, sir? Always Agent 99.
You know, those license plates are imperative. I would recommend you do the same thing to keep yourself safe if you were homeless. Anytime you know that someone has a target on your back, make sure to get their license plates.
It reminds me of somebody else. Y'all, they drove past my house. The Planet Fitness situation was the best. Yeah, we played that in the beginning. And, of course, you know, it's not her fault. Exactly, Desiree.
Yeah.
Always.
What, the knife? It's in the bag. I done told you it's in the bag. I'm not a violent offender. Jesus. It is.
She's not a violent offender.
I don't think so. Not on me.
It's okay, Trigger Milk.
No, that's fine.
No,
All
Presley.
of this has been taken out of context.
It's just all out of context, guys. Stop it.
It's fine.
Now she's going to try that light, sweet talk. It's all out of context. I didn't just stand here and scream that they deserve to be shot dead in the middle of the road. All out of context.
Yeah.
So why'd you go over to the school?
What do you? I didn't go over to the school.
Okay, well, I know you went over to the school.
I didn't go over to the school.
Listen to how these people fucking work. She didn't go over to the school. Yeah, it's always, they always do this, like this manipulative gaslighting type of, well, I didn't actually go over to the school.
Sir, you asked me a question. I didn't go to the school. I was driving past the school and 2 of the students aimed their cars at me while honking the horn while I was on a bicycle with over 60 pounds of weight on my back. This is something I go through every day. And as I was passing the school.
Now it's 60 pounds, not 200 pounds, 60 pounds. Although she was live while this happened and she was standing, they absolutely did not try to ride her off the road.
School. It's like God's light. This is something I go through every day. And as I was passing the school, it's like God's light was shining down on this silver Honda that has this.
This one has God's light shining down. The other one has God aspirations coming to them in the, you know, in the format. Oh, it's fucking amazing to me.
White writing on the back that was backed in, and I noticed that Honda's almost tried to hit me 5 or 6 times in this town. Every time they see me, they rev up their engine and aim their car at me. So I drove in the parking lot to get tags, and as I was in there, I realized I did not go to the school. I was coming to Walmart.
But you just said you went to the park.
Right.
So you went to the school.
I went
This is why you let people like her talk.
to get tags, yes, for my safety.
You did go to the school.
No, I did not go over there with the intention of going there.
It don't fucking matter what your intentions were.
I didn't ask about that.
Okay, and it's a public space. Okay, so I pull in the parking lot, and I noticed there's 4 white trucks. There's a silver Ford that I saw actually when I recognized the Honda. That's what enticed me to get these plates, because every time I call you guys, when these children try to run me over, you guys say, what's the plate? Or who was driving? Or what's this? And this, what's their name? What's their address? I don't have that information.
Good morning,
So when
Kelly.
I saw the silver Honda and then this silver Ford with black writing on the tailgate, I went in there to get tags, and I noticed that the entire back parking lot are children that have been...
Hey, Penny. Isn't it amazing all the children come together in the back parking lot?
stalking me for months. And when I call you guys tell me you don't have an address, you don't have a name, you don't have a tag, there's nothing we can do. So y'all are facilitating this stalking because y'all don't want a homeless person here. Because y'all were getting calls from the trolls on the internet. Y'all were getting calls from parents. I know.
Don't this sound like somebody else? But I thought they wanted to push her back into the man that was trafficking her.
Person here. Because y'all were getting calls from the trolls on the internet. Y'all were getting calls from parents. I know what's going on. And y'all could nip it all in the bud if you just told people to mind their fucking business and to leave me alone. It's crazy. Yes, and I have all of those plates on camera. All of those children that have been stalking me, their tags, the world knows who they are. Absolutely. Absolutely. And those cars are in their parents' names. And also those tags can't be traced by civilians. So it's not like their identity is at risk. Those tags were taken for my personal safety.
What a spin artist. What an absolute spin artist. Very deranged. It's literally exhausting listening to people like her.
They try to
Leave
hit
me
me
alone.
and run me over. This is not a game. I have people to live for.
It's just people to live for, folks.
It's ridiculous, y'all.
Can you imagine for months, 200 people are trying to run you over? It's amazing none of them have actually made contact yet.
You don't believe this shit?
Yeah, we can.
So they're driving at you.
Absolutely.
So you
I have to drive facing them, because if I don't,
no, you have to obey all Chapter 20 laws, which means you
Listen to this one.
I have to drive facing them, because if I don't,
no, you have to obey all Chapter 20 laws, which means you on a bicycle have to ride in the same flow of traffic.
I've already talked to other officers about that, and they told me that what I was doing was fine because of this.
It's not. It's a violation of Chapter 20. That's
The classic other cops have told me. Andrew, Mom, thank you for becoming a member. Welcome back. Thank you. Always, Phoenix. Their stories always change. For bail money, he missed a call, then blocked her. I hope that's true, Trigger Milk. I sincerely hope that's true. Good morning, Nikki. I hate when that happens too, Miss Southpaw. It just always happens.
Okay.
that.
So now that
Look, we believe you, Brooke. Don't worry. I heard a lot of horns on her video. She is 100% right. Damn, 50-year-old homeless and fighting with kids.
they're going to violate me for not following traffic laws because other people have tried to hit me from behind. Let me tell you something. If I was to drive with my back facing towards traffic, I'd be in the hospital right now. 100%.
Well, maybe.
They always say this shit with such confidence. So the only thing that has stopped these kids from successfully running her over is that she's driving towards them. Surely that's not why people are beeping at her. Of course they are. Insane.
This guy don't like me.
This guy don't like me.
I think I've met you like once.
Oh, then why do you have an attitude when these children are breaking the law by stalking?
I'm talking to you.
No, you clearly have an attitude.
You're talking about them coming at you head on.
Yeah.
This shit is so messed up. Absolutely crazy his ass just said that.
I think that maybe if you rode in the correct lane of travel, that wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
That's not me having that.
My life's in danger if I do that. They've already ran me off the road several times.
Oh, wow. He came up here ready to start beef. This woman is on their local school grounds threatening children. And you actually have subscribers of her justifying her fucking raging behaviors.
It's just, it's like, they don't get it. They don't get it at all.
They all want to run her over.
And once again, all of it could have been arrested if they would have arrested that 18-year-old kid that was stalking me. All of it would.
How about the police attitude you were on last night? Blaming you was wild. Why do cops not want to understand? It's insane.
Because that's why he was doing it. You know, he was live streaming it on TikTok, telling everybody he had me arrested. You know, he's getting a thrill off of it because it's a sex crime. So, you know.
Fucking sex crime. Oh my goodness. This lady's a nut. How many people do you know constantly go back to it's a sex crime? They want to put her back into trafficking. The whole town's trafficking. And how the fuck is this kid committing a sex crime? And the chat's like, yeah,
because that's why he was doing it. You know, he was live streaming it on TikTok, telling everybody he had me arrested. You know, he's getting a thrill off of it because it's a sex crime. So, you know, he's getting, you know, every time that
he's talking about a kid, by the way. She's talking about a kid.
He sees me in court every time that I have to go to court.
Look, cops do it. Do a damn job. People aren't raising their kids. Kids are stupid and have no discipline, just like their parents. Cops, do your damn job. These people are hyping her up.
He's getting off on it. It's contact with the victim, which he never would have had otherwise.
But she's on the school
And if he would have
ground.
been arrested on the 17th when this shit started and they pulled him over 3 times in one day, all of these children wouldn't be behaving this way. This only started since that kid wasn't arrested and he's still stalking me. So, and he's, through technology, through platforms, he's letting everybody in his high school, that's the school he went to, he's letting everybody know what he's.
So she just admitted there again that she's been at the high school that he goes to school at. So who's stalking who? The kid that sees her videos on a public platform, or the woman that's seeking out the kid at his high school?
He's up to. So I just want y'all to pay attention to how these crimes are being facilitated through the internet.
Yeah, we see it. We see it.
Piss. No.
So I can find out whether the threats were made are credible.
Yeah, she says 20 kids, and she says it's 200 kids. They're actually getting to it now. We're going to speed it up, Jen Sparky. The cop's saying it now, if the threats were credible.
So I can find out whether the threats were made are credible.
Put a 1 in the chat if you want to just fast forward and get to current times and see what they did with her. Because I do think might be a little more interesting. Hold on. Okay, give me 1 quick second though.
I agree, KB. Yeah, about 3 weeks ago when this started with that kid, remember when I said, remember with that day that the Subaru showed up and then it was the black Chevrolet that had like 5 kids in it, and then it was the other little car that had 3 kids in it, and they were circling me right over there next to the rec center, and I jumped out in the street and was screaming or whatever. That day, I talked to one of the sheriffs, and he told me that parents had been calling him. Can you imagine? You're the victim of stalking, and the sheriff shows up to talk to you about the perpetrators of stalking, their parents being mad at you for being stalked by the children that are committing a crime. Make it make sense. They did, Morgan. On the 17th, they pulled the guy in the purple Subaru over 3 times. One time I actually have on camera. You know, the law states that unwanted contact more than 2 times, he should be arrested on the spot. Then on the 18th, he made numerous contacts with me and filed several reports. Then on the 19th, he did it. And then I went down to the magistrate. And by that time, he said that I was stalking him, which is crazy. And you guys saw that statement from yesterday from that lawsuit, right? He openly admits in that statement that he was stalking me.
All right, sorry about that. Had to go get Nelly. Let's see.
It is a story that is igniting questions about safety on school campuses. Yesterday, the Rockingham County Sheriff's Office arrested a woman after deputies say she was on the grounds of McMichael High School threatening students.
Today, Fox 8's Ryan Berg spoke with the sheriff who addressed parents' concerns.
Sheriff Sam Page says he will do everything in his power to protect schools and students, and this kind of behavior is not acceptable.
Deputies say at around 11:30 on Thursday afternoon, they rushed.
She sure did make the news. You just wait for it.
To McMichael High School after they were tipped off about a woman on school grounds threatening children. They say 37-year-old Heather Clark was live streaming.
There she is, folks. There she is.
The entire thing.
If you come online and you make threats.
Oh, that's right. They also had a press conference.
There's a thing called cyber stalking, cyber threats. And you make a threat online to a school and kids, again, it's a very serious offense, and we'll come after you.
Oh, you saw him. He meant it too. He meant it.
Sheriff Sam Page says this all went down during school hours, so the school was put on lockdown. They acted quickly to get Clark in cuffs.
When our detectives and officers took this person into custody, they were in a parking lot. They took this person into custody, and the horn started beeping, and the camera started going.
And the town fucking cheered.
And it was like relief.
We reached out to the school district who told Fox 8 this. Clark did not interact with students or try to enter any campus building. But according to warrants, Clark is accused of saying some pretty gruesome things, like threatening to gut children and behead them.
This young lady right here, she committed a crime, a serious crime. And this day and time, and I told you, these school shootings around the country and other violence.
I mean, and all like it's comical because she was so confident in herself. But what that school went through, what the parents went through, can you imagine? You have this woman who's unhinged on school property, threatening to gut and behead children. It's a serious thing that has to be taken seriously.
We will not tolerate that in Rockingham County.
Fucking
and we'll
right,
do everything we can to use every resource we have available to protect our schools, protect our kids.
Sheriff Page says the school administration did the right thing by reporting the live stream and encourages everyone to speak up if they see something.
The best thing to do is just be aware. And when you see something.
See how serious these people took it? Now, do you think they would appreciate somebody on the internet saying, if you see something and say something, I will sue you?
That appears to be a potential concern, threat, risk, particularly in schools and our kids, to tell somebody. If you see something, y'all heard us before. If you see something, say something. Let somebody know.
Well, why did she do it? Because they're threatening to sex traffic her in her world, because they're trying to run her over. She has many excuses for why she did it. Do any of it justify it? No, none. She's a nut.
Clark is in jail under a $500,000 bond. The Rockingham County school system has also banned Clark from all schools in Rockingham County.
But that's not all, folks. She also got this coverage.
In Rockingham County, the sheriff says a woman with a long criminal history is back in jail.
She is accused of threatening students at a high school. Sarah Sowers has the details on how seeing something and saying something led to an arrest here.
Tips from the community led to the arrest of a woman outside of McMichael High School on Thursday after she made violent threats towards students. The sheriff says that any kind of threats towards students or schools will not be tolerated.
These school shootings.
So you got that one. And then you also got this one.
The Rockingham County Sheriff's Office is sharing more information about a woman accused of making threats toward McMichael High School.
Heather Clark is being charged with felony communicating threats of mass violence on educational property. She's at the Rockingham County Detention Center this afternoon. Fox 8's Ryan Berg spoke to investigators about what they say happened. What did they tell you, Ryan?
Yesterday, the Rockingham County Sheriff's Office was notified by Dalton McMichael High School administrators, and that woman was posting threats to children on social media. Deputies say 37-year-old Heather Clark is accused of making threats towards children during a social media live stream. Deputies say Clark was on school property.
So yeah, they took it very seriously. This was just last Thursday, yeah. Oh no, an Amber Alert on a 1-year-old. And again, people seem to think that their little delusions on the internet, hence the title, their little delusions on the internet is enough to get them out of real life trouble. To simply say I'm being stalked, harassed, and threatened is enough to get them out of trouble. It's not. It's not, because your delusional behavior on the internet doesn't work in the real world. You might have a few little chatters that say, oh, it's no big deal. They're stalking you. You can sue them. But when you enter the real world with that type of attitude and you have to actually show everything that's happening, and most of it is based off delusions, yeah, you're not going to get very far. Again, this is a woman who very proudly says this.
Camera too. I'll call the law and make a report for that too. I'm not the fucking one. I will gut your goddamn children like fucking fish in the street if they don't stop stalking me.
I don't care who you are, who you think you are, what you think was done to you. Screaming something like that while on school grounds of all places, you are asking to be arrested. And you can tell that they weren't playing because of the bond they gave her. Let's not forget this part of it.
Do you understand me? I'll be waiting at the McDonald's if anybody wants scrap this morning. Got 17, 18, 19, 20-year-old fucking children out here stalking me. Your fucking brats that you poorly raised, that you had custody of, are out here wreaking havoc on homeless people in the community, and y'all think it's cute. Your children deserve to be fucking beheaded for the evil intent that dwells within them.
Remember, she didn't say they deserve to be beheaded. The evil inside them deserved to be beheaded. Right? It was all taken out of context. Now, how do we think Bruce Lee will fight this? How do you think Bruce Lee, other than claiming perhaps insanity, will fight this? You know what, Stevie? I won't say kids were messing with her, but I will say that the one kid that she keeps mentioning, he probably did make videos on her, knowing that she's a bigger channel and people know who she is, and probably made like joking videos, like showing her around his town. Absolutely. But unfortunately for her, that is what happens when you are a quote unquote public figure. That doesn't turn to stalking, harassment, any of that. In her little world, she wanted to make it bigger than it was because, again, she's a victim of all things. She's a victim of sex trafficking. She's a victim of, being falsely arrested, and she's just a target for everybody. So, of course, she wants to make that a bigger deal than it was. But obviously, he came about it correctly because he got charges against her, which they put a warrant out, and then he sued her on top of it. If I were a parent, I'd tell my kid to record everything and get them a dash cam. It's crazy. I think she might have said she has bipolar, but I can't remember. She says all types of things. It's unbelievable. Did you say she's homeless or harmless? Homeless. She has an excuse for everything she does, which a lot of these people do, right? A lot of these people will poke, will instigate. You saw Brooke doing that. We know the other person does it all the time. Okay, here we go. Dylan had nothing to do with her, from my understanding. She was claiming he was stalking her in specific cars for days after the car was no longer owned by him. It is all imaginary. Well, that is what these people do. Right. The shift blaming, and, you heard her say, if anybody wants to scrap, come meet me at McDonald's. Like, this woman was looking for a problem. She wants to act like she is minority and she's being, people are just judging her based off her homelessness, and she's just an innocent, sweet woman and an asset to that community, and she wants to help other people. And it's like, no, you're not. You are literally looking for trouble every single day. You're looking to be a victim of something, and the town's not having it. They're fighting back. And that's where these people don't understand. You can make all these claims to the internet. You can say all these things you want to say, that the internet is after you, and these people are stalking you, and these people are the reason that you lost your children, and these people are the reason CPS is in your life, and blah, blah, blah. But when you come offline and you are faced in front of a judge, whether that be for criminal or civil charges, you have to have evidence for your delusions. Simply saying it's happening isn't enough to justify being in front of that judge. Again, in either scenario. And Brooke finally got a taste of your delusions of the internet world will not fly in the real world. But unfortunately, people like Brooke and Beej and all the other horror cows that we're aware of, they still will make excuses even when the court slams down and tells them that they are wrong. They will still make an excuse for it. They'll deny the judge's ruling. They'll say the judge is simply out to get them too. There will always be a reason for it. I'm so sick of these online people minimizing the actual stalking that takes place. And you heard their sheriff say the only person who was doing cyber stalking was Brooke. That kid's in school. Those kids, plural, 20 or 200, are inside their school building where they have to be to learn, and this raging maniac's outside the school on school property threatening their lives. I'm so glad that the city stepped up and said, we're not taking this bullshit. More of these people need to be made an example out of and stop being coddled and justified. And let's see how many of those little subscribers of Brooks are going to really step up where it matters. She was going to small claims court. I saw that. I think what she's doing is she's waiting to see what happens with Tony's, as am I. So we'll find that out. I'm sorry to hear that, Tempest. She did dox the kid. He was 17, and then she tried making a hate campaign against him. And I mean, she just accused the boy of sex crimes. A teenager. Imagine if that was your 17, 18-year-old child, and you had this 37-year-old bitch riding around threatening your child. Talking about, oh, adults fight. Adults scrap. No, they don't, Brooke. She's really gross. Internet laws have to catch up with the times. Yeah, they do. I couldn't either. I could not. There is no court for PA yet. Matter of fact, there's some things that will be happening this week that hopefully I'll be able to tell you all on Monday. We'll find out. Hell yeah, it would. Ostrich. And it could be this woman, again, I love judging other people's parenting when they weren't even capable as mothers to maintain custody. You know how hard it is for a mother to lose custody? But of course, it's not their fault, right? They were plotted against in different states, different departments. It's delusional. People has page challenge. Be nice, try it. I often say if I didn't want people to tune in, I would simply get a diary. I would not even be live streaming. But, you know, again, there's people like her and others that we know of that want the parasocial relationships, but only the good parts of it. They don't want the constructive criticism. They don't want the criticism. They often say, well, you don't even know me, right? It's amazing. But then if somebody supports them, it's I love you, you're beautiful, hey friend. Another tidbit is a local police officer gave Brooke the info she used to later dox Dylan. He even told her he wasn't supposed to give it to her, but did anyway. Wow. That's very interesting. Thank you, Janice. Every town has a Brooke. They're just on display because of social media. But why North Carolina has her granny, you always have the Delco pooper. Yeah, that's true. That is true. I don't know. The Delco pooper pooped one time on a car. I think I'll take that. Yeah, these people are crazy. Poor Ellie. They probably cursed the inception of the internet. Absolutely. And these attorneys. Poor Bruce Lee. I mean, imagine getting this woman calling you. It's all out of context. And they don't know when to stop, right? Like these people retain these lawyers as quote unquote victims. And then they keep poking and prodding and talking. They don't even know when to stop. It would drive me nuts. I wouldn't be able, and I get it. Everybody deserves representation. They all deserve an attorney. Everybody, blah, blah, blah. But man, you'd have to have so much patience to take on a client like them. That woman was just talking out of her ass, Sassy Hound, trying to act like she knows what she's talking about. That subscriber. With social media, all the craziness on full display. We got parents off and kids on my end of PA, and now a nut crashed into the FBI gates in Pittsburgh this morning. People are crazy. I agree. Tell me how someone can get away with saying they're going to gut a person. They can't. Apparently, not in North Carolina. Hired an attorney in her state because she was expected to follow Tony's lead and sue Granny from NC. I agree. I do still think that's part of the plan for them. Her blame game goes back to her childhood. And everything there forward. They sex traffic me. Every employment she's had, every man she's dated, every family member, every guy on the street. It's unreal. That's why it's Eileen Warnos. It's a good question, Chrisette. I feel like when it comes to people like Brooke, a lot of people are not reporting because although she is such a horror cow, there is entertainment in it. And they don't want that entertainment gone. Anyone can be targeted and be treated unfairly and have no tech or support to catch a hacker or predators and be called crazy. Well, that is true. Nothing, Sassy Hound. Screaming about gutting people is not freedom of speech, right? And then I'm going to smoke a cigarette, and then I got to go have a couple of errands to run. I hope you have a great day, Bernice. I just... Yeah, clearly she has something wrong, right, Roughneck? But I don't know. When she was threatening the kids, a lot of us called the school. Is that how they found out? It's not that 200 kids were stalking her live stream at that moment. Let me see something. Hold on. All right, so we saw she's all over the news. Let's see. Give me 1 second. See which one of these. Not that one. Okay. So in this one, this is when she tries to get the cops to go after that kid, which again, the same way Brooke goes around filming, these kids can go around filming. They don't understand that it goes both ways.
I just know that I could, and I have so many of these incidents go down that I could literally make a full-time career off of exposing perverts in the wild.
Everything with Brooke goes back to sex trafficking, perverts, everything.
And I could even take it further than that. I would have to talk to an attorney and make sure that it's legal for me to do what I'm thinking to do. And I'm pretty sure it is, because I've seen one other channel where they do what I'm thinking, what's on my mind. I've seen.
This is where she reminds me again of Eileen Warnos. She's just labeling everybody a pervert. Everybody. By the way, have you all hit the thumbs up? I'm going to check this thumbs up number. I hope it's up there. Don't let me down today, folks. All right. We're at 540. I think we can get to 600, but we'll take 540.
Other channels like that before, but I do believe that channel got in trouble at some point and had to shut down. So I just have to check bases. I mean, it's really ridiculous how often I go through this. And now, after I take out a warrant on that purple Subaru.
She's taking out a warrant on a car. She's taking a warrant out on a car. The purple Subaru. I just want to be clear that your tax dollars has went to file 2 different reports today for the same teenage boy that I have never met. See how she's trying to incite the masses? Thank you, JKLs. She's trying to incite other people like, well, it's your taxpayer dollars. You know, are you going to allow the police to allow this to happen? Sin, did you send it now or before? Because I don't see it.
Never had a conversation with today for the same teenage boy that I've never met, never had a conversation with. He clearly watches my channel because he's stalking me.
Stalking me on a public platform.
I've had to file 2 reports that your tax dollars went to pay for. Somebody's teenage brat out here in the street stalking a homeless woman. I just want to be clear. So, you know, after I take out a warrant on him, then I'll have 2 different court dates now for 2 different guys that cannot seem to stop stalking me.
2 different guys. Thank you so much, Colleen. She's nuts. Oh, we'll speak about that night in just one quick second. Let's finish this. Few seconds.
I mean, that's a full-time job. Not really, but I mean, it could turn into it. We can turn it into one. That's my point.
So she's going to turn in her being stalked by 2 teenage boys into exposing perverts.
I can just stay in court 7 days a week, just, you know, docket name after docket name.
You can just stay in jail too, bitch.
Gladly. Having all of these people put behind bars so that they can get their heads checked.
Oh, isn't that an ironic statement? Put them behind bars so they can get their heads checked.
You know what I mean?
Sure do.
We can do it.
Vaping inside, you're so classy. Oh, this is outside, actually.
I just know.
We can do it, folks. So At Night is now no longer, Nick is no longer At Night Media. He is now Turning Point. Hold on, this is too loud. Okay, Stephanie says, I think this is sad. Clearly she has mental issues. Maybe they should institutionalize her instead of arrest her. Here's what's sad about that is while I agree that this woman clearly has issues, it doesn't justify what she has said and done to the children and the residents of that town. So Turning Point is what Charlie Kirk is his program. I agree to an extent, Stephanie, but then I don't. There's like 2 folds to it, right? Like I said, it's yes, this woman clearly has problems, but she doesn't acknowledge she has problems. She's had many of people come in and try to help her. She denies her own problems, obviously, right? I mean, most people with those type of issues don't really admit to them. But she's also, like they said, a 37-year-old woman. And that's no problem, Stephanie, because with utmost respect, I don't ever recall seeing you before. So I respect your feelings on this, but also I respectfully disagree with you. Just because this woman has problems doesn't mean she can go around calling everybody perverts and sex trafficking and threatening to gut children and behead them. I mean, this woman, again, went to the store to purchase wire to booby trap the woods to try to harm these children. The idea that shouldn't be frowned upon because, oh, well, she might be mentally unstable. If this was a man and the man was doing this towards young females, teenage females, would you have the same excuse there? Of course not. She's a danger. And the best thing for her is to be where she is. Right. She's actively seeking it out because it makes her money. It gives her content. It gives her a victimhood. People like that I lose my sympathy for. I do. Exactly. That's what they're doing, Everett. You know it. I mean, the whole town literally clapped when she was arrested. That tells you something. That tells you something. I mean, just going, I disagree that she needs mental help, not jail. I disagree because this is a woman with a record. It's not like she's never had the ability to get help before. This is a woman with a dangerous record who just got off probation, in her words, for the same type of verbal threats. You know what I mean? It's not like yeah. I disagree. I think she's a danger. And I think that jail is exactly where she needs to be. I mean, you just heard her laugh about putting 2 teenage boys in jail so they can get their heads checked. She has hurt her kids just to use them to gain sympathy. Mental illness or not, she's where she should be. She can get the help in prison, right? She's a repeat offender and a stalker and a predator, in my opinion. She has a record. She needs to be behind bars, right? But I do respect where you guys are coming from, and I probably would have more sympathy for her if I didn't watch her for almost a year now do these type of crazy things on the basis that she's always right. And then turn around every time she gets called out, she's a victim. She's too old at this point. And when you become a danger to children, there's no other place for you than where she is. That's scary, CRR. He's in jail more than out. If they won't take meds, it doesn't matter. I do agree that we need more mental health hospitals. I mean, I argue that at night, the people supposedly behind it, they need mental help. You know? Doesn't mean they get my empathy. She needs both. Yeah. And she'll get both. She'll get both. We don't have institutions anymore. Right. That's what I was trying to say. If it was a man and he was doing this towards young teenage girls, I think the attitude would be a little bit different. But here's a reason why she does what she does on the internet. Because there are people that feel empathy for her and they believe her sob stories.
This person sent me $11,000 in like 4 months. That would be my truck payment and basic expenses. This person sent me $11,000.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't find anything about her humorous, to be honest. It just is what it is. Welcome, Connie. There you go. One person, $11,000 in 3 months.
This person sent me $11,000 in like 4 months. That would be my truck payment and basic expenses.
But yet she didn't pay those things, right? That is why people like her, and then they come out with a sob story, because there are people that have experienced these horrific things. There are these horrific things going down in the world and nobody's, stepping up or whatever. But she feeds off of that. And she's definitely unhinged. I believe she lost a truck, but I don't believe she's homeless. I understand, Stephanie. You don't have to laugh at her. I'm not forcing anybody to laugh. She lost her truck and got repossessed. Why not believe the random person sending you $11K is a weirdo sex trafficker? Well, she saves that for when she needs to be a victim. Then that's what they are. What is this? Yeah. Yeah, she's definitely crazy. Now, what I do disagree with, if people are supposedly hosting her supposed son, I'm not too sure I even believe it's her son, but if it is, I don't believe he should be on any platforms. All right. Let's see.
Stop the car, bitch! Fucking pussy. That's the same car that just went by. I'm not doing this again. Now I'm so sorry to use tax dollars to protect myself. I'll have everybody in this goddamn town arrested. Watch me.
She's a menace. She's an absolute menace.
Subaru blue.
Remember, in the other video we just watched, it was a purple. Now it's blue. I mean, she's nuts.
I'm in front of the rec center in Madison, the Madison Rec Center.
I'm dealing with a stalker situation. and I need to file a report.
I mean, she's like laughing about it. It's weird.
No problem.
I agree. I think these people not only get addicted to the drama, but they get addicted to the internet, right? Like Brooke is constantly streaming, just talking to herself, not interacting with chat, just literally going off on her phone. She doesn't even take a breath in between. And I think the more sympathy they get off these crazy stories, the more they keep them going. I don't believe a third of what she says, and I'm not too sure I believe that she has any other mental issues other than perpetual victim and anger. They don't even try any longer to better themselves. Right. They don't have to, because they always have people there to tell them they're not wrong. I don't care if you're willing to put it out there, then you should know you're up for trolls and opposing views. Right. They want the good side of the internet without any of the bad. And don't we all? You know what I mean? Sign me up. I would absolutely love that too. Thank you, Everett. But that is all for today. I got to go do some adulting things, unfortunately. I do appreciate you guys tuning in. I, again, wanted to remind people how your delusions of victimhood on the internet are not a get out of accountability free card in the real world. And you don't get to decide which part of the internet you get to have, take, or keep. You get the good with the bad with the good, right? And yeah, good luck explaining to the real world how it's the trolls' fault, it's the internet's fault, sex trafficking, blah, 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 blah. I mean, isn't it funny? Both parties here mention sex trafficking where it's clearly not happening. And again, people like her diminish actual real life things. They diminish what stalking is. They diminish what harassment is. They diminish sex trafficking and sexual assault and all the other things in between. Because for them, it's a trendy word on the internet to get them sympathy donors. But for people in the real world that have experienced the severity of those words, that have experienced the severity of sex trafficking and harassment and stalking and DV and everything in between, these people are watering it the fuck down for their own narcissistic supply of needing to be validated through the fucking internet. I don't have much sympathy for it. So, you know, hopefully Brooke stays behind jail, the bars for a little bit and can come back out and better herself, but who knows? Cowboy Candy? The hell is Cowboy Candy? Oh, jalapeno peppers? That does not look too good to me, but I'm glad you did that. And that is an accomplishment. Honestly, good job. You know me, if I make a box cake, I'm like, oh, I just baked the cake. Trafficking, stalking, bullying, leftist, religious manipulation, so on. They have the same key points, every single one of them. And I no longer fall for it, right? And I'm sorry that some people do. I guess the internet and watching people like this, the perpetual victims that water down these real life terms, have made me less empathetic towards them. I respect those of you that still have that part of you in you. Good on you. But yeah, I've dealt with enough covert narcissists in my time to realize that these people are doing nothing more than looking for sympathy on the internet to escape accountability in their real lives. And I ain't with it no more. Ain't that the truth? Thank you. If you haven't, please consider hitting the thumbs up, and I'll see you all next time. Bye. Pig candy. Hold on. Now I got to look that up. Hold on. Pig candy. What the fuck is pig candy? Thick cut bacon baked with brown sugar and spice. Yeah, I don't like bacon. I made a poke cake. Oh, I know what a poke cake is. They're good. They're good. The internet never did nothing but make me more vicious. Right, it's a shame. But when you're dealing with people like this, like when people like this and their delusions impact your real world, you start to become a little, harden up, like the pig bacon, if you will. You just become, less empathetic. Mental health doesn't work if they don't want it. Right, they have to admit it first. And Brooke has other things at play, like addiction and you know. And a lot of these people, their main problem is addiction, rather that be to drugs, to the internet, to attention. Unless they admit the first step, which is to admit that they are addicted, they won't get the help that is needed. Because being a perpetual victim is unfortunately a counter to, or a category to, the addiction. And a lot of these people are truly living this way by choice, but it all stems back to the addiction, in my opinion. So, hey, Paddle, I didn't see you in here. Harden up like the pig bacon. I'm telling you. They really do. Absolutely, Bernice. But they have to admit it first, right? First step is admitting that you are perilous. So we will see. But again, we're playing like telephone tag at this point. You hang up. To the cowboy thing, seems the same people that have problem with BJ. Zero issue with you talking about Brooke. Wait, seems the same people that have problem with BJ has zero issue with you talking about Brooke. Oh, I see what you're saying. She went onto a high school campus to get license plates to add to her list while having a hunting knife on her, threatening as she will gut children like fish in the streets. She threatened to behead children. Okay. And this is a woman who was gathering a list of children's names, teenagers' names, to cry she was a victim of. This is a woman who often goes back and says that she is a victim of trafficking, that everything is a sex crime. I, as a mother of a teenage boy, would feel very threatened by having somebody like her loose in my town. What allegation comes next? I'm glad they got her. And I think it's perfect. I think that she deserves to be where she is until she can learn to no longer be a menace to society. And it's not because she's homeless. People aren't discriminating against her because she's homeless. It's because she's a nuisance. She's a danger. The woman, Brooke, you'll have to rewind, JG. Or I could show it again really quickly, but I mean, a lot of people with mental health issues do go on to harm other people. I would argue anybody who takes somebody's life is mentally unwell. And I don't think that mental health issues is justification for threatening somebody's life. Especially knowing that they're so mentally unwell, they could absolutely do it. I'll play it one more time. We will leave on this note. You can all get an idea of how crazy Brooke is. And we will follow up with a lot of the other things that are happening here and tie it into the rest of the horror cows we're aware of.
And you fuckers that be aiming your cars at me, trying to hit me when I'm carrying 200 pounds worth of equipment, you're on camera too. I'll call the law and make a report for that too.
No, she actually threatened this while on school property. She's standing on school property right now when she says all this.
I'm not the fucking one. I will gut your goddamn children like fucking fish in the street if they don't stop stalking me.
Now, she says that with enough anger that, yeah, I believe that she would absolutely do that. I believe that this woman is unhinged enough that if she truly believes her delusions, she will harm somebody.
Do you understand me?
Hey, jet lag.
I'll be waiting at the McDonald's if anybody wants scrap this morning.
Hey, Victoria. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's spewing venom throughout all of her and then looking to fight everybody. She's a nut, and she has a hunting knife on her.
Got 17, 18, 19, 20-year-old fucking children out here stalking me. Your fucking brats that you poorly raised, that you had custody of, are out here wreaking havoc on homeless people in the community, and y'all think it's cute. Your children deserve to be fucking beheaded for the evil intent that dwells within them.
And don't forget, this woman went to buy the wires to booby trap the woods these kids ride their bikes through. And even the employee at the store said for her to be careful because it's dangerous. All the while, she had a huge smile on her face because she knew damn full and well that she planned to harm somebody with the wires and the booby traps. She's nuts. Okay, she is absolutely nuts. So yeah, while I think she's mentally unwell and all the Oh, poor things go to her. I think she's where she belongs. I'll see you all next time. Please hit the thumbs up on your way out. And yeah, catch you next time. Bye.